viewers? It's Sensei Michael from School Review, bringing you a new podcast for my seventh code, the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'm going to do my best at the major hard during this audio podcast recording, as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Now, if you're over 18, I need you to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything out the way, let's get into the first episode of Donbrothers. So basically, the episode starts off like this. It starts off 20 years ago. We see this dude jogging in Jin, and he was jogging, minding his own business until he saw a rift in the sky. During his jog, he saw a rift in the sky, and this weird shaped peach thing came out of this rift and dropped into this little shadow river. Near the bridge that he was jogging on. This little small bridge, the area he was jogging, he was doing his little jog at, he was on this bridge, and when he saw this little rift, this big rift opened up in the sky, and this weird shaped peach thing got from the sky, and the rift closed. So basically he went down to the little river next to the bridge that he was jogging on, and basically the shaped peach thing opened up, and there was a baby inside. It was a baby boy inside. So anyway, then we cut to the present time. Cut to the present time. We see this girl named Hakala. Hadara, we see this girl named Hadara, having a big party for her manga started to get, having a party for her, having this big party because her manga is getting published. Now, Hadara is a girl in high school, so basically this is a big deal. This is a big deal. So basically, there was this big party to celebrate her manga being published. So basically, this is a big deal. So basically, after the party was over, Hadara took a cab home, and all of a sudden, the cab driver started to act funny and basically transform into this monster and tried to attack Hadara. So basically, it seemed like so basically Hollow was scared and run for her lives until this weird guy in blue, on a motorcycle showed up and basically helped save Hadawa from the monster. This guy took off his helmet. His eyes were blue as well. So, because this strange guy had a weird-looking bracelet that allowed him to transform into this creepy armor warrior form with glowing blue eyes, and basically destroyed the monster. And he's like, don't worry, you're alright. Right, and basically, and gave her a flower, and drove away on his motorcycle. So anyway, the next day, Hadara back at her school. The next day, her classmates was, her classmates were happy that her manga got published and whatnot. So basically, all her classmates was, giving Hadara big ups for her manga being published and whatnot. So basically. Seemed like everybody was happy to her, except the one dude named Yapi. So basically, one dude was not happy for Hadara because he entered the same competition as her, and she won that competition, and that's how she got her manga published and whatnot. So anyway, Holloway's voice thing, shut up and put Yappy in his place and whatnot, and he was all pissed. And it seems like this weird spirit. It was, after he left the classroom, it seemed like he was very upset, and this weird monster spirit, seemed like this weird spirit it looked like it was taking advantage of his anger and taking over his body, because he was jealous of Harawa. So anyway, then we cut to a delivery boy, dropping off a package. His name is Taro. Taro is a delivery boy. So basically, he dropped off the package at some dude's apartment. This dude was bummed that that he failed his bars and to become a lawyer. So basically, this is his second time. To become a lawyer, but he's all bummed out that he's worried that he's bummed out that if he does study he might fail again and whatnot. So basically, Haru, his partner looked a bit junky as hell and whatnot. So basically, Haru was like, Taro was like, decided to clean up his place, and gave him some words of encouragement to give him to study and pass your bar exam. So basically, the guy, this tall dude, seems like he's a good, gave this customer a good, some good encouragement to study and pass his bar exam to become a lawyer. So basically, that's this dude Taro. So meanwhile, Hara was at this coffee shop, basically, having some tea or some shit, playing a little game on her phone, and out of nowhere, her phone started to act funny, and out popped up these weird glasses. These weird glasses popped out of her phone. So basically, she put on these glasses, and they show that, and there's a secret, kind of like a secret distant world where beings really live at. So basically, there's like a secret cyber world where these strange beings live at, in the real world together. So basically, there's a secret cyber world that is concealed in the real world, and basically she put on the glasses. She saw that not everybody in the real world is human. These are the strange beings. So basically, I assume these beings are demons based on so basically these beings are called the called these beings. That's what they're called, Na'os. These beings dealt with something. The grunts, basically the foot soldiers, the basic Naho foot soldiers have these weird color rainbow faces and whatnot. So basically, with the glasses, you can see who's not human, and who's not a Naho. So anyway, so basically, she started to figure out when she put on the glasses and saw that not everybody was human. Was not everybody's human, and she went out of the coffee shop. But the coffee shop, the owner of the coffee shop is Kaido, or a different version of Kaido. So basically, in the Donbrothers world, there is a version of Kaido in their world, but he owns a coffee shop. So basically, Harawa, went at a Kaido's coffee shop. So anyway, so basically, the Naho realized that that Hara can see what they really like with the glasses on, and start to attack her, and basically it looked like she tried to run from them, but it seems like things were not going her way until this weird gun appeared called the Dawn Blaster appeared in front of her, and basically she became the Yellow Ranger. So basically her morpher, the Dawn Blaster, appeared in front of her, and basically she became the Yellow Ranger, and basically took down the foot soldiers, took down the Naho foot soldiers and whatnot, and basically ended up saving her own skin. So anyway, after she done that, she also got some more bad. She also got some bad news. Turns out that the publisher who was publishing her manga found out that there's some copyrights going on with it. So basically, they said they found another manga just like yours, So therefore, we can't publish your manga because of copyright. So basically, turns out we talking about that there's some copyright issues going on. So basically, they couldn't publish her manga because they found a similar manga just like hers. So anyway, when she went back to school, all her friends thought that she was was a copycat. She was a copycat and whatnot, and basically turned her and her classmates basically turned her back on her, and basically and her boyfriend as well turned her back on her for thinking that she was a cop, thinking she was a plagiarism when it comes to copying other people's manga work. So basically, it's like she was like, damn. Yeah, ever since I put on these glasses, my watch has been turned upside down. So anyway, Yaki starts to act funny while what's going a bit nuts while the school, beating people at tennis and whatnot, going nuts. Basically, during the school hours, Yaki went kind of nuts. This thing that was taking over his body, forced him to do some terrible things. So basically, during a game, of ping pong, Yaki took down, Hara's boyfriend in a game of ping pong and whatnot, and went nuts on him. So basically, he started to go on attacking people with a ping pong paddle with nails in it and whatnot. And basically, he saw that a gold medalist who won a gold medal in tennis. And tennis was in town, so basically he went to go attack them. So anyway, Yapi was like, she started to leave the school because she didn't like how people were treating her, and basically she decided to put back on the glasses again, and basically what she did, all of a sudden she was sucked into this weird digital space where we see Jin, who found the boy 21 years ago. So basically, Jin was stuck in this weird cube, prison shit, like a weird cube prison and whatnot. So anyway, Jin says so you're the one. So you're one of the chosen one. So you're one of the 5 chosen ones. that was chosen to stop the Naho. So anyway, Jin told Hara that that you need to find Taro and join with the others to stop the Naho from taking over. Stop the Naho from taking over the world. So basically, once Haruo took off her glasses, she was back. She was back in the real world and whatnot. Once she took off her glasses and whatnot. So basically, she went to go. So basically, she went to go find Taro, like Jin said, go find Naruto. Go find Taro, and he will help you, and along with the others, you could stop the Naho. So basically, that's where she went. She left school and went to go find. Taro. So anyway. So anyway, so basically, while she was leaving school, her glasses, magically put her, the glasses, she put on the glasses again, and the glasses kind of warned her that there was some trouble going on with with Yaki attacking this gold medalist tennis player somewhere. So basically, her morpher showed up and basically teleported her to where Yaki was attacking this gold medal tennis player at and whatnot, and quickly transformed into a monster. So anyway, she morphed up into the Yellow Ranger, and started to battle Yaki and a bunch of the not whole foot soldiers and whatnot. So basically so during the battle, we see another guy, a guy in a blue suit and with a pink tie showed up wearing glasses just like hers, but his glasses were pink. Was wondering what the hell was going on here. So basically, he saw Haruo, he saw Haruo and her dawn blasters. He figured that maybe since she had a dawn blaster too, they were supposed to help each other. So basically, he transformed into the Pink Ranger. Yes, there's the first ever we got the first ever male Pink Ranger. So basically, he like this crane humanoid ranger form. So basically, he transformed into this crane humanoid ranger form. Like he was this tall crane humanoid ranger in his ranger form, and basically help and battle the foot soldiers, and deal with the monster Yappa and whatnot. She asked him that, are you Taro? Like, no, I'm not Taro. My name is Ichiyoshi. My name is Ichiyoshi. If I pronounce his name one piece, give me. So basically, that's what he said. My name is Ichiyoshi. So anyway, the guy who saved her on the bike showed up with the blue eyes. Showed up, and basically transformed again and destroy his class and destroy Haruo's classmates. So basically, it's like he thought the guy on the bike was going to help Yaka, but instead he ended up destroying him. So basically, she was devastated by this. And that's when we see Don Red showed up, Don Momotaro showed up. So the Red Ranger showed up with his mecha motorcycle and help Ichiyoshi and Haruo to take down the foot soldiers and whatnot and fight the guy with the evil blue eyes. So basically, the guy with the evil blue eyes, used his sword to turn the gold medalist into a monster that way he can get away. So basically, he turned So basically, he turned the Goldmellers into a monster for to attack, the free to attack the Free Ranger, and basically use the opportunity to get away. So basically, so basically, the Don Momotaro used his son his son sunglasses sword to basically to attack the monster, and basically seemed like the monster was basically was basically defeated. But as usual in Sentai fashion, the monster, once he defeated the monster, at normal side, it grew into a giant monster instead. So basically, that's when we see a version of a black version of a Zen Kaiser, Kaido's Ranger form, but a black version of Kaido's Ranger form, and basically, Damo Taro was thought to use his motorcycle to fight the giant monster, and basically, the black version of Kaido in the Ranger form used his Gearlinger to summon a version of Zuran, like a Megazord, like a Zord version of Zuran, and his dinosaur and together, Damo Tower's Skybite Zord is combined with the UN Zord to form the Dawn, the Genkaio Megazord, and took down the monster. So basically, once the Dawn Megazord took down the monster, the Goldmellers was turned back to normal, and basically, everything was okay. But Yasa still got killed by the guy with the blue eyes that say Hadara before, that say Hadara before. So anyways. So anyway, once the monster, once the Goldmellers, once the Goldmellers was turned back to normal after defeating the monster, the monster that he turned into, a Genkaiser metal appeared in Black Kaido's hand, that looks like the looked like the Ryusho Sentai gear. So basically, turns out these monsters are turns out the Naho are using Sentai gears to turn people into monsters. So basically, he said that, Black Kaido said one down, a lot more to go. So basically, seems like these Naho are probably using Sentai gears to turn people into monsters and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, after defeating the monsters and defeating the Naho and whatnot, basically, the pink and red rangers decided to disappear, and basically, and took off their so basically, the red ranger disappeared, the pink ranger demorphed and took off his sunglasses and disappeared, and so the Hadaro demorphed and, demorphed and disappeared, and she decided to go find Taro, and trying to figure out what's going on, and basically this is how the episode ended with wondering if how she's supposed to find Taro, like Jin told him to. So basically the episode ended with what Haro, the other way, they're looking for Taro, and she didn't realize that the Red Ranger is Taro this whole time, and basically, this episode ended with her looking for Taro, and she doesn't realize that the Red Ranger is actually Taro, and basically that's how the episode ended with her looking for Taro, and that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this episode was kind of a bit, it didn't really explain much. Like, it explains, we didn't really get a good explanation about the bad guys, about the other Rangers. But, it is what it is. So basically, like, this episode was okay, but it didn't really explain much what she's going on with the bad guys and whatnot about this secret word in the real world and shit like that. But it is what it is. So anyway, what do you guys think? Good first episode? Yes, no, or maybe, or nah. Please let me know. Anyway, sign off. One.